What do you want? Go away.
Papa?
What? You found your headphones?
Do you have my money?
What? What money? Get out of here. I ain't got no money for you. Go on.
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
First, the client hit me up and said he got a new toy. It's a client that we've done previous wraps before, mostly just fun graphical wraps. Said he got a new toy. It was a little bit different. I probably never seen one before, and he sent me a picture of it, and I instantly started having ideas of what I wanted to do. And he actually had some of the same ideas. We were both kind of in the same kind of mechanical tank style theme. Like inner workings. He had sent me some pictures of some tattoos that were like shredded out with like mechanical, biomechanical stuff in it. So we kind of went in that direction. Super shreddy. Everything we've done for him has been blue. So we had to stay in the blue family. That way everybody knows whose it is when they're all together, essentially. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I had lots of fun just designing it because it was something different. It wasn't a commercial wrap or, you know, a logo I had to do. It was just have fun, you know. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going on Shutterstock and getting some basic gears and just the basic overall tank treads and stuff, and finding my elements, and that way I'm not wasting hours and hours and hours just designing gears and stuff that, you know, I don't necessarily need to do. So we took all those pieces and put them together.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Did I just interrupt?
Yep. What's up?
I apologize.
Are you mad? Because if you are, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we had gears and everything I downloaded from Shutterstock, and it just helped me spend less time on the actual design of it, because I probably have, the way it sits now, at least 20 hours and just designing it. But you know, so we used the gears, and then I brought all that in, kind of got it to where I thought that, you know, it would have some shocks or something inside of it, which the vehicle absolutely does not have shocks or any tank tread or anything. It does have a chain in it, and we actually did take a picture of the mechanic chain driven axle, and we did utilize that on the back of the wrap and the top of the wrap, so which is pretty cool. So we did actually have part of the actual mechanical part of it in it, which is pretty cool. So but the inner workings of what I did, I put shocks and gears, and I got electronics and wiring and everything that I thought would make up this, how this thing works inside of it. I built all that around where I thought it should be, and then I started shredding it, and I do all that by hand. I just zoom in and I shred it and shred it out, and this time you know, almost all his graphics have some type of shred work on them, so it kind of goes with what we've done. But this time I kind of took it a little bit further and just put all these little wispies and just even more detail into it. You know what I mean? I figured that the thing was such a simple looking, cool machine that we had to add those little super fine details that people won't actually see until you actually get up on it and look at it. So, but just doing the extra little wispies probably added a few more hours worth of work for me, just going back through and getting them to look organic and natural, you know what I mean, on something that's totally biometric and cool, you know what I mean? So definitely cool. But we took it a whole nother step further, because normally do all his on the 180 metallic film, and he gets like a nice pearl look out of it, really cool blues and stuff, and real nice silvers because it's all metallic. But this time it's like we got to take it another step further. So we went with the 780, the reflective film, and she's gonna light up at night. It's gonna be pretty cool. So he's gonna take this out on the weekends, and he's mud bogging it, having fun. And then at nighttime, people will start taking pictures of it and flashing, and it'll just light up. It'll be pretty cool. So just another step further of how can we be different and make it different than what he's had in the past. And you know, it was relatively easy to make him happy to start, you know what I mean? And then I got him happy, and then I took it to a whole nother level after that, you know? So kind of get him, hey, this is the direction we want to go in. And then I just indulged probably most of my week into fine-tuning stuff, and even down to getting the color blue right, you know what I mean? We had, you know, multiple test prints, and just making sure that the depth of everything was there. Did a lot of shading inside of all the gears and everything and behind everything to really try to make things pop. Went as far as to just make my own little starbursts and highlights, and you know, try to make it pull from the background as much as possible, which from where it came out, I'm super happy, super pleased. I think it turned out really cool. So yeah, I mean, this one was actually more challenging. I laid it out flat. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this is the design right here, and then I actually laid it out flat to where all sides are kind of in one piece. So that way I kind of butterflied it all out, made sure all my panels and everything were gonna line up right. So I mean, this is like a 12 gig file, so anybody that knows anything about file size, it's kind of a big file. I did this one at a lot higher resolution too. A lot of times we only do things at around 72 DPI because they're so big. I did this at 150 DPI, so I did it twice the resolution as I normally would. So that made it challenging. The sides of it are super flat, so it wasn't challenging in the aspect of like shape-wise. It was challenging in the fact of how am I going to make it different? How am I going to make this Sherp wrap different than any other Sherp wrap that's out there? How am I going to make this Sherp wrap look like Sinister Six or something similar to one of his vehicles? That was the challenge. Templating it wasn't that difficult. I mean, it was just basic lines of measurements. So, but the overall design and concept was by far the most challenging part of it. But it was fun. So it wasn't like I wasn't in pain doing it, and had fun doing it the whole time. You know what I mean? Like it was just a matter of, oh man, this thing's looking so cool. You know what I mean? Like you get super excited about it, and then, you know, to have it on your screen and then have that like printout come out of the printer, your test print, and you start seeing the colors and the depth and everything, and then you get even more excited, and then you see the full-on print on the vehicle, and then you actually see all the detail and the time and effort that I put into it when you're up close to it. You know what I mean? And that was a challenging part, to get the depth, to get it to look the way that it should look, you know. And but it was fun. I enjoyed every minute of it. I had fun, and you know, was it a challenge? Yeah, definitely.
Y'all did it again, man. Killer job.
I appreciate it, man.
Killer job.
You always bring me fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be excellent. This is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, especially when, even if you don't tell anybody it's reflective, and they start seeing
Right.
it at nighttime.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So.
Well, June, it'll be out all weekend long in June. And there's a lot of night riding in June, at that June event, the Colt Ford weekend at Busco.
Okay.
So there'll be a lot of night riding that night, that whole weekend. So that'll be probably the first weekend we'll have it out at night, all night long.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be kind of like the recovery vehicle for all the ATVs that get stuck. When they get stuck, we'll go in and get them all.